All right, Internet. Some technical nonsense aside, we return. It is time for SideQuestsLive. Welcome back. Thank you. Big shout out to Virginia. Thanks so much. My name is Ton. Thanks for finding your way to us on our particular corner of the internet. So you can always find us on podcast places, Twitch, YouTube, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say. We are back with, I think it's episode 10. Anybody else know? Let's call it 10.
I think it's that high.
I think it's pretty damn high. I think so. I really do. Anyway.
Let's not start the game off arguing with the GM.
Yeah, we'll save that
I am
for
telling you.
So welcome back. I don't know what's going on with my mic all of a sudden, but anyway, welcome back, everybody, and thanks for jumping back in and rolling some dice. It has been too damn long. Life and all of that.
Life finds a way to stop us from gaming.
It always tries, and yet my level of addiction fights back.
We have to wait until we roll EP. Oh, wrong game.
Is it though?
All right,
I don't even remember this game. What game is this?
It is.
Luckily,
This is not the EV game.
Yeah, you're unconscious. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, sweet. Good night.
So, in the very last game, you were the fruit bat and the crew were infested with gremlins, and you had a fight to get rid of them. Philip Hopper has been banished back to his own dimension. Frozen Tom is laying unconscious in the cockpit, covered in his own blood, and MacPack is out on the hull of the ship. In case anyone forgot, the gremlins took out your warp drive, your sensors, your lasers, and your EMP.
Okay.
So you are currently just drifting in the vastness of space. And earlier in the last game, someone, I think Todd, was doing a sensor sweep, and Tom found an asteroid that was just full of minerals and precious metals that you made note of in order to come back later and get it for money. And MacPack, while looking into the vastness of space, sees that same asteroid, but it seems to have slightly changed its course, and now it is coming in your direction.
Am I able, given that I'm out on, let me see. Trying to see if there's a way I'd be able to gauge it. It's travel. I'm wondering whether it's going, if I can gauge how long we have until we get close to it or until it gets close to us. Am I able to gauge that from where I am?
Give me a devices roll. You might be able to see if any of the bits and bobs that you have, I guess because you have a tricorder, right?
I do have a tricorder, and I'm also an android. 6 + 1, so 7.
Yeah, you get the impression that it'll be here, like it will be close to you in the next, like, 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay,
It is
so
coming on you quickly, because you are more or less stationary, and it is moving through space.
all right. So first things first, I've got to get back inside, wake up his frozenness, less frozen now, and hopefully he brings back Philip. So, guess I do that. Head back inside.
Okay.
Go to see. Is MacPack aware of the current status and location of the other people?
You know,
I
I'm not
forget.
I'm going to say
responding.
no. Yeah, you have no communication with anybody. You left to fight a gremlin. They were inside fighting gremlins, and you have not had communication with them.
Okay.
It's only been like 30 seconds since you killed the one on the hull, so
Okay.
not terribly.
Let's head back in. I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to. I figure this is our ship, our sensor. What you said, our warp, our EMP, our lasers, our weapons are down, and our movement is down. But did you say just basic engines are down, or just warp?
Warp is down, so you have like some impulse.
Okay.
The impulse engines are currently off.
Get inside. I figure the size of our ship, given the fact that we have internal sensors, I'll be able to find. I'll be able to locate Tom.
Yeah, you. Which direction are you going to go when you go in there first? Like, are you going to
Go into the airlock?
engine room, or are you going to head to the cockpit? Well, yeah. So your airlock, and then you're going to go engineering or hell.
What can I use to try to access internal sensors to search for life signs right now?
You can do your Android thing to just wirelessly access the ship.
Or
Yeah, you know that there is one life sign on board, and it is weak, and it is in the cockpit.
heading toward the cockpit.
That sounds like a good idea. So MacPack arrives in the cockpit. There was a fight. There is like laser sword marks on the walls. There's a bloody mess of a dead gremlin, and you see Tom laid out on his back, with
Blacked out from pain, probably.
Yeah, like a big rending scratch mark across his chest.
God damn. Looking, and Backpack just happens to see an espresso cup just sitting nearby and just wondering if that had anything to do with it. But then quickly tries to. Well, Backpack doesn't have medicine. So the only thing I could do with the wound is actually just spray a bunch of glue into it, which is probably bad. So I'm just going to use Revive. So MacPack puts appendages down and clear.
Alright, so Tom is revived with 1 hit point. MacPack is down 1 hit point.
Yeah.
And as soon as Tom comes back into consciousness, Philip's phase shift goes live again. So Philip can come back or stay in his own dimension as is wont to do.
I can't see. What's going on?
Your mind is suffering from carbon sickness.
Again?
You will recover in time.
This is the weirdest dream. Ow. I'm all sticky. Was I sticky? Well, I've had that before too.
I would say I think Philip didn't know that he would come back as quickly, so I think he just went to the bathroom break for a bit, and it says like loading, like the transporter says loading.
It's just like technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Problem is, we've got to start moving the ship really soon. So I guess in the absence of that,
for my coffee cup.
MacPack says I moved it. You're not touching it yet. You've got an open wound. You'll just spill it on yourself.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they tore my eyes out. If not, hey, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I think they probably slashed at your face, but it's RPG. You
thing.
blink a couple times and your vision comes back.
It's a good thing you're not the pilot. Although, I guess next round, what I'm gonna do, we've got sublight, so and we've got an asteroid. So I will brief Tom on the situation that that mineral-rich asteroid that we want that might be useful. Well, it seems like it's interested in finding us, so we might want to get moving.
Less brief, more drive. You go. I'll feel my way blurrily over to wiping blood out of my face, over to the laser cannon seat, and like strap in.
You have no lasers. We need repairs. So I can pilot, but I need Philip, and I think Philip and Tom
Let me just jump on Slack and see if I can get Hopper back here. Interdimensional Slack.
He's just using the bidet. He'll be along shortly.
Okay. So like I'm phasing back in, and I have like half a toothbrush in my mouth, and I'm like, okay. Did I miss anything?
That's it. Yeah, we need you on repairs to the warp.
Just a little
Okay.
bleed.
Okay, I'm
Isn't
gonna
this
go
thing,
take care of
about
that.
to hit us, or did you already move us?
I haven't moved us yet. I have to, I guess, roll piloting to do that. The first thing I did was keep you from dying and bring back Philip, so we can get some other people working on repairs, and hopefully I can keep us ahead until we can warp. Because I'm thinking that we don't know if this thing is nice.
Does
We should
anybody-
we should get stuff up.
I rolled a 3 for the repair of the warp.
Warp? Okay.
That is not good enough.
Okay.
Who knows shields? Does anyone know shields?
Philip,
I know shield, but it's like
I mean, it's
repairs right now.
literally better than nothing if it hits us.
well, I'm on, and I'll do pilot. And then if Tom can repair
Okay. I
lasers.
can try. I'm gonna try actually to repair. Am I okay at repair? I don't even remember anymore.
You have a D6 in repair.
The worst that can
Alright.
happen is the D4, but
This is why we keep spreadsheets.
Yep.
'Cause I don't remember
Philip
things.
and Tom have a D6 in repair. MacPack has a D8.
Nice. Oh. I need to
So
find my
the
D6.
order, the order I have currently is MacPack, Tom, Philip. I'm going to say Philip used their action to try to repair a warp. What does MacPack want to do?
Pilot to just start getting us moving a little bit. Just
Okay.
getting into the cockpit.
Okay. Without sensors, all you can really do is like go by your visuals. So I would recommend against going any particular speed without sensors.
I thought you said our sensors weren't damaged.
No, they're the sensors, warp sensors, lasers, EMP, all down.
Oh, poop! My bad. I thought sensors were up. Okay.
That's why it's good you spotted it. See, we should keep the droid on the outside more.
If I were outside, you'd be dead.
We should keep the
Not
droid
dead,
on the
just dying.
inside more.
So I guess with that, you know what? Instead, I'm going to try to repair sensors first, because there's no point in moving at any decent clip.
And I will try to. I'm going to try to find my character sheet. Gotta be here.
And I rolled a 2 on repair.
Right. So yeah, like the gremlins did a real number on the sensors. You open up the panel, and there's just like a mess of wires. They just like were like pulling things and slobbering over stuff and jamming it back up inside. It's a real mess.
Hope. All right, that's gonna take a while. We're gonna run. We're gonna have issue. Hopefully, we can get warp and sensors repaired next round.
I'm
wait,
try to
Philip has
repair.
Kitty.
What am I going to try to repair?
Sensors?
Yeah, but yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to repair. Yes, sensors.
Okay.
I only got a 4.
Hey, a 4 is good enough. So basically, you're
It's that classic
you-
smack.
It's smack, but it's also like you see the mess of wires that were pulled out, and you just reroute a bunch of things past the mess. It will be good enough for now, but you're gonna have to like take some time to fix it at some later date. But you now have sensors, and that's a round. I've been sticking around for about 5 rounds now.
Okay.
All right, top of the next round. Macback.
Okay, so Tom has the highest roll for sensors. But now that I can pilot, am I given enough information to like just automatically be okay with stuff?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start us moving, and so we can try to get a fix on where that asteroid is.
Okay.
Or meteorite, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. What's your pilot roll? I guess you don't really need to roll for it unless you want to.
Well, I rolled a 6
This
for
thing is
whatever
moving.
it is.
Yeah.
It might come at us.
Now we're moving too, and we can see whether its course will adjust to us, or if it's just heading in a direction, if it's just changed direction, or if it's actually kind of homing in on us.
All right, Tom.
I'm gonna keep with the repairing and try to get some.
Well, can you give us a sensor roll?
Oh yeah, sure, I'll do that. Except I don't have a D8. Can somebody roll? Oh, sorry. What are my sensors? I think it's D8.
It's a D8.
Yeah, can somebody else roll a D8 for me? My dice are across the room. I will grab them in a
Okay.
moment.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
That's
5.
yeah. Let's go with that roll. That's better.
Let's take a look at this weird sense.
Because I rolled a 1.
So you put the sensors onto it, and again you see that it is a pretty large chunk of space debris. It's probably about 4 times the size of the fruit bat. It's moving pretty quickly. A very basic look, like rundown of its core components. There's lots of carbon and iron and like some like platinum. It's made out of a lot of the things that spaceships are made out of, which is why it would be very good to mine.
Okay. So when we are moving though with the are we able to determine whether its velocity or if anything of its behavior changed?
Does change its course when you begin to.
Okay.
It changed its course to match us, guys, and it's built out of spaceship things, but looks like a rock. We need to get the out of here.
Do we, or like why is it doing this though? We don't exactly know that yet. How soon to intercept?
Also, do you think I should get a patch? Because a pirate, space pirate with a laser sword sounds pretty badass.
Let's wait for that later.
Oh, right.
I'm going to say you have another 3 rounds before it is upon you.
Okay. So, regardless of such, I think it's worthwhile to try to get us up and running. I'm wondering if additional sensor rules would allow us to detect anything about it, whether it's does it have weapons that it's arming? Does it have is it, if when it's getting close to us, is its approach building up to like ballistic or attack speed, or is it trying to slow down?
You could
Are you
figure that
musing
stuff
about
out.
this out loud? Because all
Yes,
of those sound
MacPack
terrifying
is saying
to
this
me.
to Tom. MacPack is saying this to Tom to try to convince Tom to be like, okay, I'm gonna go repair. Can you stay on sensors right now while
Well,
Philip and I repair?
I can now.
Okay, good.
All right, Philip.
Keep.
Philip, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna.
Wait, that was my
continue
minor,
repair.
right?
Yes,
I
you're talking
rolled a
as minor.
4.
And what are you doing?
Still trying to repair the warp because from what I know so far, since I'm in the engine room, I don't think I heard that conversation.
Oh yeah, you don't know what's going on. Yeah. So
We can keep it
while
under
the gremlins did rip a bunch of junk out, you jury rig, like you take like a paper clip and you like solder it to two connections. So there's like, maybe like power shooting through it. You get everything that it's going to be able to run. But again, you would want to like take some time in a dry dock to fix it up better.
So, with my main, I'm gonna try to repair EMP. Because that'll mean like we'll have lasers down after that, right? Okay. That's a 7.
Oh, that I know. I should have done that. What did I do? Oh, I accidentally turned on the.
I wonder
There we
if
go.
we have like ever a D12 in repair. Like, can we repair better than it was before it's broke?
We can make him better,
A
stronger,
12.
faster than
On
he
the
was
12.
before.
Yeah. Like if you've got like the skill, I'm gonna allow you to do better than just good enough.
We'll call it
These are
the.
also like a lot of the things you're doing right now are just like I am doing whatever I can to get this fixed in like the 10 seconds that I have,
Yep.
as opposed to like being like in a space station and like having all your tools out and like taking the time to make sure that everything's like locked and set back in the proper place.
And
Alright,
so
so we're-
7.
7. That's a great roll. You don't even need to do some jury rigging. You just find all of the shit that the gremlins busted and just cinch it back together, solder a bit here, slap a few plates on top, and the EMP is up and ready to go.
Okay. So are we able to scan for any communications frequencies coming from this thing?
I will scan
Yep.
for communication frequencies coming from this thing.
And what is your sensor roll? Oh yeah, I guess
still
you still
don't
need
have
to
Oh,
get
right.
a D8 for you.
I'll go get one.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 4.
Do I get to choose? Just kidding. I got a 4.
Do you have a plus?
No.
Not on that, no. It's just straight
Okay.
D8.
Yeah, so you pull the sensor array over to the asteroid. You have noticed that it seems to be increasing its speed now that you are moving.
That guy's it's
and
coming
there
after us.
is an energy source within it that appears to be powering up.
They're powering something. I don't know what, and I don't want to find out.
If I have this
Backpack.
updated right now, we actually we're at full health. and we have 3 spare parts. So whatever it's going to hit us with, it would have to be. If it's going to hit us, it just means we could survive a hit. Maybe.
You have a lot of faith for a robot.
I can either go back and start the shield, or I can try to EMP them while they're charging the shot.
I think we still don't know whether their intentions are hostile yet. We are in the Emperor's shuttle, and the Emperor has a bunch of things, and this thing itself could be very useful. The question is, it's also 4 times the size of us. I don't think we could blow it up, but I'm wondering if we can land on it because it has a bunch of stuff that we could use to really fix the fruit bat.
But they're charging something up as energy. Like, color me pessimistic, but I'm pretty sure they don't charging up a video message to send us.
That's true.
Like, it's charging just to send us an ad.
Oh, for sure.
About like mining towns and stuff in the area.
And
Not
right now we still have
the areas.
But you said you were going to like get on shields. You said yes?
Yeah.
Or because to me, I think let's start this off defensive. We still have lasers to repair. If we have to go into combat, let's try to avoid it for now. And if we can use it to warp away, our repaired warp to... Anyway, so I guess what I'm going to try to do now is I am going to try to repair the lasers to get them up and running.
Okay.
That's the last...
Yeah.
That's the last thing, right?
Yep.
That's a 4.
All right, so you punch the side of the turret a couple of times. You flip the switch. You toggle the switch a couple of times. Like fiddle with some dials, and you manage to have some power routed through an auxiliary. And you are pretty sure the lasers are up.
It'll hold, I think. But only for now.
Right.
Maybe.
Is autopilot still down?
Nope, autopilot is up if you want to turn it on.
Nice.
What does
I'm
autopilot take over for us again? I don't have that on the
Pilot, warp,
spreadsheet,
or
oddly.
shield.
It would be warp in this case. I
Yeah,
have
so-
better shield than the
You know what?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing
And
Put
I'm
the
ready.
pilot on.
I wasn't doing
Yeah.
anything until now anyway, so I'm gonna click the autopilot button back on again.
So technically, your action was doing the sensors.
Oh,
so
right.
you can do that in the next
Okay.
round,
Absolutely.
which I guess is now. Turn on autopilot. What
yeah,
are you
put it on
putting
warp.
And I'm just gonna set it to warp on our go command. We're gonna check this
Okay.
thing out, right?
Yeah, let's see if we can check this out.
Okay, MacPack.
I'm just wondering if there's a way to communicate with it. But, you know, Dante's not here. Does anybody else have,
I got guile.
what is it? Oh, you do.
I'm a guily
But
guy.
you just turned the autopilot on, so I guess that's not going to be you.
True.
All right, I'm gonna. The lasers are functioning. I guess we're all up. Fuck. What the shit do I do now? I mean, my sensors suck.
You could try to pilot us in a different way to see if they still like do like a 90-degree turn to try to go toward us, and it will be like, okay, yeah, that definitely.
I think I'm going to use piloting to keep our inertia, but spin the craft around and direct it at wherever the source of what we thought was powering up. Direct the nose at it to just let them know that we're kind of aware of what they're doing.
Okay. And Philip.
Philip is just trying to like check if everything is okay with shield. and ready to shield any
Okay.
projectile
So,
or beam or
you flip the fruit bat around to like buzz toward the asteroid.
Oh no, not buzz toward. Like I'm keeping the inertia going while we're still traveling.
Oh, so you're facing forward but traveling
Yeah,
backwards?
it's more prep for
Tokyo
whatever
Drift.
might come next. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Shelton Slide with Tokyo Drift, however you want to call it.
Okay. So you flip the ship around and you're still skating in the same trajectory. Second.
That is honestly the best part of space combat. I always it bothers me
Yeah.
when video games treat them like airplanes.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's to be able to
It's
use
space.
inertia in space is yeah.
Okay. So you flip the ship over and it's still like skating along backwards, and you can see the asteroid now in your vision. It's just this like large, like pockmarked silver-ish ball with like an ice trail going up behind it. And as soon as you flip around, you start to see these fissures appear on the surface of the asteroid. And the ball kind of like does like one of these things
Ah,
where it's suddenly like opening up to it suddenly goes like to about like 10 times the size of the fruit bat, and in the center you see this glowing eye that is looking right at you, and a strange beam of light particles shoot out of the beam toward your ship.
oh goody.
Warp.
I guess I'm glad I'm on pilot.
So do you want to? Is the ship gonna warp out of the way, or do you want Philip to defend with shields?
Um,
Can we do both?
If it's a beam like that, is it? It's not that, because shield is good
We-
against neutrino.
you know, it's some kind of a beam.
Yeah.
You let it hit you and see what it does.
No.
All right. Well, so what was the what were the options? Warp, and then I couldn't make out what you said after that.
A shield.
Warp or shields.
Oh, well, shields typically beat lasers,
No, shield
But-
is good against neutrinos.
neutrinos. Okay,
Yeah, pilot is good for lasers.
all right. I guess warp. Maybe, I don't know. That's just a guess. What do y'all think?
I believe in guesses.
I think it's up to Philip though, because Philip's the
Yeah.
one doing it.
If it's a beam with a mount like this, maybe it's like a tractor beam, so a shield will do nothing at all against a tractor beam.
Potentially.
Yeah, that's fair.
So let's just go for the warp.
And it's autopilot warp.
All right, autopilot warp
What if we?
roll. Do you want to
Oh,
finish that question before I tell you how well or poorly you rolled?
oh. What question? I was just making a little gaff saying if we bypass the antimatter couplings, we can and repolarize the shield harmonics. We can escape the tractor beam's pull.
Go autopilot, go!
So, the autopilot's like, oh, thanks for choosing autopilot. I will take care of this. And jams into warp.
We're all just
and-
arms flapping behind our seats, face stretched.
Nightpack looks at
And,
everybody and like alters their harmonics and lets the tentacles flail.
But it's no good. The beam lands solid on the ship, and you feel the fruit bat kind of shudder around.
We should have bypassed the antimatter couplings to repolarize the shield harmonics to save to.
I don't know what
Turn off
any
the
of that means.
All right, top of the round, Macpack.
Crap. Okay, so what's the thing doing to us? Did it do anything?
It splashed your ship with a strange particle beam. The ship was rocked, very much as if it was hit by laser fire.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go on. Do I have any event? I've got AM torpedoes, but I guess I'm gonna go on pilot.
You're gonna do some defense next round?
Yep.
Okay, Tom.
Still get anything else from sensors? I wonder, is there anything else to get from sensors at this point?
Sometimes you can get like subsystems and stuff, right? So you can target better.
I don't know. What do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna do another sensors roar. Flick to the sensor screen on my feed and see if I can locate either vulnerable spots or like power coupling joints where I can maybe disable their weapons. That's kind of what my hope is, but I'll take anything that's kind of stands out and is interesting. Sensors D8. Just like I got my dice and I rolled an 8. That's why you roll your own dice.
Yeah.
So, you start checking over the thing, looking for the usual telltale signs of subsystems or weak points or like ion engine feedback loops, and you find none of that. Your sensors are telling you that this is a carbon and steel and iron asteroid. This is not a ship. This is a hypothetical space creature that is firing eye lasers at you.
Okay.
Why don't we try to talk to it then?
Against an asteroid golem, guys. This is a space creature.
You do know that this part is mostly just like stuff. The eye in the center is where like the power is coming from.
Okay, so do we shoot the eye or do we talk to the eye? Because it's not. If it's an entity, it might not. We don't know.
I mean, its first thing was to attack us.
Mm-hmm. I guess we could try to like shoot it in the eye with a laser blast as a kind of a punch in the nose.
Or
Philip, what do
one
you
of
want to
your guys' weapons. I use sensors.
Philip is EMP.
Yeah, I'm gonna EMP the eye. So
Okay.
EMP, I think I'm still at 8.
You're at 10. You have a
no.
D10 and EMP.
The D10, I put it in deflect, not EMP.
Oh, you have a D10 and shields, a D10 and... Oh, did you switch it out?
Yeah, I switched it
Oh
out
my
last
God.
time.
The spreadsheets are wrong.
No, I wasn't aware of the update. All right, I've updated it to D8.
Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship. The spreadsheets are
You don't
wrong.
have an escape pod.
And I rolled
We're
a 7.
Die together.
Ooh, nice. So you power up the EMP and you center it toward the eye, and you blast your round, and the one of the flaps just closes in front of the eye, and the EMP then impacts on the metallic surface.
It just impacted on the surface.
Exactly.
It didn't go in. Wait, I'm gonna
Alright.
nickname this creature Blinky, because that was like a blink.
That was like a blink. So
Well, maybe you
Blinky
can use
is-
your turn to try to talk to it, because maybe it doesn't know what we are. It didn't open and start to attack us until we pointed ourselves at it. So I don't know.
So Blinky is vomiting out another
That's canon now.
I was canon.
is spewing out another one of those weird particle beams. And so you can either do pilot or autopilot.
We can do both, can't we? Because I'm piloting and
You
it's
can-
only one shot.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try to pilot, I guess.
Okay.
6.
Again, the weird particles just slam over the fruit bat, and you're like rocked through space. And this thing is a lot closer now. All right,
Okay.
PCs go.
So
Bad Blinky. Down.
can we talk to it? Can you say Bad Blinky somehow? Who knows? Might be worth trying. If it's an organism, it might just be like a puppy that we don't know. Maybe I've watched too much Strange New Worlds. I'm thinking more Pike when I should be Kirk. But maybe I should be more Pike than Kirk. I don't know.
Well, Blinky is
Always
better
keep the
than
car.
what I thought, which is not safe for work.
Good.
Oh no!
I was gonna
We're
call
being
it.
attacked by a giant space.
I was gonna call it Audrey 3.
Hmm.
That's at
All right,
least a little
Macbeth, what's
safer
your plan?
for work.
Feed me, fruit bat. Feed me.
All right. So, whose turn? Sorry, missed that.
Yours.
Macbeth,
Macbeth.
Oh, mine. Right.
you're the top of the round.
I don't have
I'm-
guile.
I'm just mouthy.
Oh, let's let you try to be mouthy, I guess, this round. I'm gonna hold for pilot just in case, and then maybe try to fire torpedoes if whatever attempts to work this out peacefully, because it could really be beneficial if we could use that asteroid. And I feel bad. This could be like a space puppy. We don't know.
All right.
Bad Blinky. Bad Blinky. Down. I just say on comms for flavor, but I'm going to blast it with some lasers because that seems to solve most of my problems. Looking up lasers. D10. 2.
Ooh. Well, luckily I rolled a 1.
Oh,
So
Oh!
I did not expect that to turn out in my favor, but okay.
yeah. So yeah, you you're like still getting the the targeting correct from like
I'm still
your
wiping
quickly
blood out of
put
my
together-
eyes.
Yeah, and you fire a blast, and the things try to close, and they just don't get in time, and you like blast around the center of the eye thing.
What's that? You want LASIK? I got some more.
And Philip.
Same EMP blast again. I feel like EMP in a creature like that would maybe just make her do like sleepy. I feel.
Mm.
And it's a
Ooh.
2. Let's hope that
Ah.
it's the same.
Nope. No, this time I rolled more than a 2. Even with my -1 for dodging twice, it slams those lids shut. And for its attack, it is close enough that the lid
Mouth.
things are trying to close over the fruit bat.
Okay. I guess that
Okay, I
pilot or
definitely
warp
have
could
had dreams
work for
about
that.
this.
So, pilot.
So have
or-
I, but they were pleasant.
I let them
Do
work.
androids
Macpac,
dream of
your
giant eye monsters?
Oh, right. I was speaking for MacBack, yes.
Hey,
Um,
droids
okay,
have
so are
a
we gonna-
rich and diverse and fully anatomically functional life.
and I kind of put parts into myself all the time anyway, so it just scans.
Yeah, you do.
Booyah.
Oh yeah, also
so-
speaking for MacBack, of course.
You're gonna do pilot or warp.
We both have D8s, but I can't like destroy myself if I crit fumble, so I guess or no, they crit fail on a 1 or 2, is that right?
Yes.
So you
Okay,
have more
so we're
chance
gonna
of
go with me.
success.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'll do pilot,
statistically
I guess.
better to get out of the mouth.
Well, I rolled a 9, so that means I rolled the wrong dice.
No.
That's too bad.
But I rolled a 7 in this case, so with the right dice.
So you crank the ship in this massive barrel roll, and you're trying
Do a barrel roll.
to swerve through, and then the thing just closes over the fruit bat, and you have to pull back at the last second. Otherwise, you will ram full speed into this steel and gossamer like container. You are
Am I
now inside Blinky.
the Tholian Blinky or the Blinkian web? The Blinkian mouth.
You know, I can honestly say I did not picture this is where the day was going when I woke up today.
All right, top of the round.
Did
putting
you
that out
expect
there.
to be frozen in the first place? So I guess your life is about a bunch of waking up thinking I wasn't supposed to be here today.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it again every time I go down. Like, I think I might be like Phase Hippo Boy here.
Let's hope.
Audience, I am definitely not. Just so you know. Decidedly.
All right,
not.
MacPack, what's the plan?
Oh crap. Well, I guess I can't get I mean, I can't. We could potentially warp through a solid closed mouth, but can't do much. What's it doing right now that we're enclosed? Is it have we had time to see what's happening right now? Because I figure I've just
not
spent
as
time
yet.
like getting us to a standstill and not smashing us. Or do I have
Like,
to roll to
basically,
do
right
that?
now, you're kind of like you're inside. You're very close to that weird eye thing. You do not yet know what it's going to do.
Okay. Well, I think the problem is if we shoot the eye when we're inside of it, that might result in our death. I'm gonna
Roger
just
that.
try to, I don't know, open up the comms. Because nobody else has tried to talk to it. I don't have guile though, so I have no idea what to do here. But I just think we should try to see if we can talk to the thing that just ate us, swallowed us.
It just 8? Okay, sure.
Should we call it the HMS Vor instead?
I mean,
All right, so you're
I
planning.
guess I'm gonna
to-
hold my turn for now because I don't really have anything else that I can do.
All right, Tom.
I will try to use guile and talk our way out of the giant space vagina. I mean, Blinky.
Blinky.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump on comms.
I'm not sure if you can hear me. This is the fruit bat broadcasting on all local channels. Hello, Blinky. Can you hear me?
If you hear us, blink twice.
If I think I add some stuff. Yeah, so I get a D10 plus 2. So I rolled an 8, brings it to a 10.
We are not hostile, and we're not attacking you anymore. Please stop eating us.
The fact that you are not attacking. Oh, are you?
Yeah, no.
No,
I
we're
just
not attacking.
Wasn't sure if you, yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you're not attacking Blinky is what is making it want to eat you. So yeah, it your honeyed words have no effect on this particular hungry space phenomena.
All right.
Anomaly? Creature?
Anomaly.
Monstrosity.
Phenomenally. Why not?
Phenomenally.
All right.
Anomaly.
Do.
Phenomenal.
All right, Philip.
So we say we're not attacking, but
No, but now we are.
Now we are.
okay.
So it's up to you. I mean, I held my turn, so either I can go or you can go. What do you want to do?
Yeah, EMP blast again.
Oh, yeah,
And it's-
We're inside of it now.
and the 4.
It's a lot harder. You rolled a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot harder for it to dodge with you being inside it, but it still finds a way.
He has a tongue.
The,
It's lifting just in
Don't
front
yeah,
of us.
tell
the
me
giant
how to
eye
fail.
like moves out of. Yeah, the giant eye like moves out of the way of the blast. So
My turn.
I wish I'd known how to do that when the gremlins tried to attack my eyeballs.
I'm rolling the 7s, so I just fired an torp. Fruit bat
Okay.
passed out some
Oh,
guano.
Do it.
Okay. Yeah. The torp blasts out of your tube and just hits this thing in the eye directly. And the explosion ripples through the whole thing, and the lids just like flutter open. So you are
I
now
just want to take a moment and say
outside.
I've been working real hard to try to keep this, a little more family friendly. I have to turn it off whenever my kids like want to listen to it. I'm like, no, you can't listen to Daddy's podcast. This is hard. You're making it so hard.
This says a lot about
Okay, so these
about
banana
you
shaped
than
shapes are
than
flying
Blinky.
It's true.
so
Okay, if you want to
Blinky-
rephrase it, picture it as if you remember the Doomsday episode of TOS with that big long worm that was the size thing that could eat the Enterprise and fired death rays. Then you take that And you picture googly eyes on top of it. And it just basically nom nom nommed us. So we're inside the nommer. And
You were just
you
a
weren't-
space.
but now you are just
chomp.
outside the number.
So it's
you
spat us
don't
out?
space jump.
Nice.
Yeah, the space jump spat you out, and it is firing its weird particle beam at you again. The only one of you who can defend is the autopilot.
Go auto.
So do you roll for the autopilot?
I will. One of you can roll if you like. I rolled a 7 to hit.
Oh, damn.
Uh,
I'm gonna roll then. 8.
Yes! Very nice autopilot. Yeah, so even though it's like right next to it, like is one of those things where you fly to you warp toward it to get out of the way and then pilot and like pull like do like a massive turn to get back out again. Alright, top the round. Back.
All right. Trying to see whether that did a really good job. So I guess let's hit it with another torp, or try to hit it with another torp. With a 4. So yay. This is
You went high or low?
Whoa.
Low.
Yes! So the torpedo impacts on the surface and explodes in a massive red napalm ball. This is not fire. Plasma.
Let me introduce you to my little friend.
Hold on one sec. What was that?
Have you done enough eye laser yet?
Yeah. They heard it.
Yay!
Robin says hello.
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 Hola.
Say hello. Alright. Tom.
Are we still within engagement range or are we running?
That's up to you.
So we heard it when it hit.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It
Then
seems
it
to
can
be.
bleed.
If it bleeds, we could kill it.
I'm gonna laser it. D10. Laser. Roll a 1.
Yeah, I did.
If it
Yeah, so
we can kill it. God damn it.
So, all of the very quick repairs you did after the gremlins has fallen apart. The lasers are down again.
Or at least one of the lasers.
You
Or
only
both.
have one laser.
I thought we had 2.
No.
Oh.
We have one laser, one EMP, and one neutrino, and one AM torp.
I have been wrong.
No,
For so long.
like little monsters.
But we
We-
have a
we
neutrino
have-
cannon. However, Vanessa is the only one with any skill, and Vanessa has a D10 plus 2, which is something we could really have used.
Didn't we
Fortunately,
have a
Vanessa is a
second
hero.
laser? I thought we
Pardon?
had 2 laser gun.
Oh, well, that's the second time that's come up. I don't remember personally, but GM?
I also don't remember, but I feel if 2 of you say that we have 2, then.
I
no,
remember
do
there was
I-
a fight where they were switching from one laser gun to the other laser
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah,
It's
so
rare
there
that I
is
write
a
things
second
down.
laser.
And I wrote this down.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm happy to go with whatever you say, though.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you do have a second laser, and you can switch to it if you need.
I would love to. All right.
Okay.
Next time.
Well, I will. Do we think that it sounds fair that we should agree that this second laser is also jury rigged with repairs? Because GM did say lasers were down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lasers.
Lasers were down, and now lasers are up. One laser is down, you still have the other laser, which works. And
Okay.
Philip, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna prepare for the shield because D10 is still better than a D8 and it doesn't fumble as hard.
Right. So, the big thing like opens up again, and Blinky fires another of these like weird particle things. Like the particles seem to like curve toward you as well. It's like very difficult to do physics. All right, so that's a 7 to hit.
That's a 10 to block.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, so you ramp the shields to cover the area where the blade is, the plasma is coming to, and it all like splashes harmlessly off the shields. Top of the round.
And I play this sound effect over the intercom. It was worth the copyright
shit.
hit.
Oh shit, Tom had his coffee now. I guess I'm gonna got 3 torpedoes left. These things are expensive. Thinking, well, maybe hold for, what do you think? Because basically I can hold and do pilot, although your shield attempt was way better, so fuck that. I guess I'm gonna fire a torpedo.
Yes, but I succeeded really highly.
That is a 6. I like this dice. Or die.
All right. Describe it.
Nice.
So, after the shield cut, right from like, you can see the shield dynamic coming from the blast and just polarizing and like splashing everything away, but right from out underneath it, half torpedoes fire. And then it slams in, passes through, like the jaws try to close over it, and just as it's doing, it breaks like the front teeth, goes right through the center and hits it. Just starts to slowly collapse within on itself until it just goes. Because, you know, we don't want it to blow up because we want the stuff on it.
That's true.
So a very satisfying space explosion ensues, and by explosion I mean a little farty implosion. And you see like the,
You can retcon it to say
light.
like it just kind of burps and then sucks everything into a singular
Little
core.
eyeball tentacle things are like and curled up like a dead spider.
more or less, like you see the eye goes out, and the eyelids curl back in, and it collapses down back to the size that it was when you first encountered it. And it is still moving, but now it just seems to be moving with the momentum that it had.
Like drifting.
Yeah, it's drifting without purpose.
Do we have a tether we could attach to that and tow it?
Well, let's give it a purpose, because I think it's larger than us. I think we can try to figure out a way to brace to it. GM, do we have a way to?
Yeah, you've got like most ships have like emergency tools for salvage or for like tethering on to stuff. You could
Cut to the
attach
salvaging
to-
montage. It's just blowtorches being lit, even in space, you know.
You've got those like
Backpack has
the
one
spark generators.
tentacle doing a blowtorch, and then another one with a blowtorch that like points towards like Philip, so Philip can smoke a cigar.
Yeah,
Lights the
exactly.
cigar.
He's like, on the end of like one of those 1920s like cigarette holders, just
Yeah.
for Philip Hopper over there. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you. But you can't smoke. You can't smoke
It's
in
cool,
space.
And like the only
Well,
thing
but the
linking
phase hippo can
two-
smoke phase.
That's true.
Yeah. And the
So-
only
so
thing
what-
like linking the two things is like just a single rope of 60 feet that is like attached by a nail from each side.
It's driven in like Wile E. Coyote style. Ding, 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 ding. Every hammer blow makes the asteroid drift a little further away.
So, this is like a solid chunk of valuable scrap. To the
damn
right.
it. We should have let it chase us close to a base so we can like.
No, here we get to take what we want.
Oh, and we can come back as often as we need.
So, what's on Blinky?
So like I was saying, like this thing is made out of like other digested ships. So the entirety of the outside of the ship is it's like ceramic tiles for re-entry. It's part like steel for construction parts. There's not much that you can do with it because it's just like minerals and like clumps. But if you could get it to a salvage yard or give the coordinates to someone who could salvage it, you could make quite a bit of cash off this.
Okay.
Just a
have
quick
to-
question. Could we manage to pry open one of the, like enough of the iris to get our ship inside? Or is it all like
Yes.
petrified?
It's all you could like open it up and then like pull it over your ship like a cloak. A dead spider cloak.
Yeah, because I'm wondering we could use this to hide if we ever needed to. Because it looks just like an asteroid.
It
mean,
does look just like an asteroid.
So like we land inside the thing and we just drift with it.
I wonder.
Well,
could
I guess
we-
it
could we wear
depends
it
on
like
how
a
much.
hermit crab? I mean, it's kind of doing that.
I'm also thinking it has a. I guess it depends on how much GM will let us play with this idea, and I don't know how much it was thought of in advance. So I'm wondering if that. I don't know, GM. Do you want to give
I
it
do like
time
the
to let
idea
us
of you,
explore
like,
this
flying
paradigm?
around with like a dead spider cloak. I was assuming you would just, sell it. But if you want to do something
We
weird
could
with it,
hollow out
I'm-
the inside and get like
Exactly, because I was
more
also
than
thinking
60 feet
it's
of
full.
rope.
Look, it's full of ship parts, and it's full of minerals that we can use to repair. It's bigger than us, and we can fit inside it. It seems like a pretty cool thing to have.
Could we attach our 60-foot rope and go to war?
Would this be our secret hero base?
I'm guessing we can't take it
The
out
fruit
of
bats-
this immediate area.
Yeah, we and this could. Is this our secret hero base for the fruit bat Blinky?
My
Like we
fortress.
put a tractor in it, and like we put a box in it, and then I don't know if we have something like that.
Yeah. Well, what would happen if we
Cut to Tom
try to
hammering
repair
up a
it? Because then it
handmade
would just
sign.
wake up and eat us. Pardon?
Yeah, it's true. We only just knocked it out. No, Tom's busy putting up a cardboard sign that says "Home Sweet Home" and it's misspelled. It's like driving a nail into the what remains of the eyeball.
The E is backwards.
Yeah, home sweat home.
Well, I don't know, GM. What will you let us do with this thing? Because it shows a lot of promise apparently to us PCs.
So, option 1, you can contact Tucker and let them know that it exists. He would probably send out a salvage squad, and you could use the cash to help fund the rebellion, or keep it for yourselves. Option 2 is you can try to figure out how to turn the dead Blinky into some sort of disguise for your ship. I'm going to say you can do that. There'll just be some negatives to pilot and warp while you're inside it.
Oh, I
I'm wondering
kind
if
of want
there's
to
a
go
way
back.
now that we could figure out a way to use this for the rebellion.
I mean, it could definitely be closer to home hiding spot at the very least. Just drop it out in the Oort cloud kind of equivalent of any system we need to be in. And then just like fly in and out of it.
That's true. We could use it kind of as a mobile
A
platform.
secret rebel base.
But it is worth noting that we have to remember like how we could make it work for the rebellion. So it depends on, I guess, whether or not we could use it to facilitate strategic ops as well, because it could be a tremendous advantage. However, once we're spotted, that advantage would be lost.
It's true.
And I don't necessarily know if we could like have it. I guess we could still get it scrapped at that point. I mean, it is
If we
still
can get away with it. Yeah.
However, one of the things that we could use to do this conversely is if we sell it, this is a prime amount. Like, I'm guessing it's not a small amount given that it's 4 times the size of us and it's comprised of a bunch of like valuable elements from a bunch of ships.
I'm pretty sure
We could get a cloaking
like,
device.
we would get at
What was
least
that,
50 credits from it.
I'll give you
So
1
Philip will
to
not be doing
2
the bargaining.
mil. I will take no less than 50.
I will take a free recipe for food maker.
I'm gonna need unlimited access to the bouncy castle.
I guess it depends. You know what? The first thing we should see is how much we could get for it, depending, because
Well, like
that
you
would
said,
decide
we could
it.
get a
If we get a
cloak,
lot, yeah, we could.
which allows us to always stay hidden so long as it's on, and beats the
So long
sensor.
as
It's
it's
an
on.
opposed sensor, right?
Yeah, basically you roll a d4, and if the opposing sensors rolls below it, you remain hidden. But that also means that the opposing team has to burn an action doing a
Looking.
sensor roll.
Yeah. It's kind of like they have to have an idea you're around.
Wait, so a cloak is only a D4? So if you have a D4
Yes.
versus like a D8 sensor roll,
Yes, but it still means like, so say you're parked in space cloaked and some other ship is going by you and they're not rolling sensors, you get a free attack.
that's true.
Why,
They
if
have
you're-
to be
you're-
looking
and
for
you're-
you.
if you're cloaked and they fly by and they think you're there, they gotta burn an action doing sensors. So now that round, instead of having like 3 attacks, they have 2 attacks.
Okay. Well, I guess first things first, let's see how much we can get for it and then decide from there, because this is on its own, even compared to a cloak, this is in itself very valuable. However, like, it is something that does not cloak. So once it's known, then it's kind
it's
of
a one and
a
done.
handicap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just thinking that I have a new name for it, the Space Mimic.
Still like Blinky. I mean,
That works.
I like Space Mimic too, but I also, if we're going with the context of like how we named Fruit Bat, which,
Yeah.
okay, I
I
guess.
mean, to be fair, Space Mimic 1 was better and a little more original, but Space Mimic 2, pretty good sequel.
It reminds me of anyone here watch Stargate Atlantis?
Nope.
Were they okay?
It
So
doesn't
they found these little crafts that could go through the gate, and so they were calling them gate ships. They were good trying to call them gate ship. I'm like, okay, gate ship one, like, gate ship. This isn't even a ship. It's just like a tiny little puddle jumper. I was like, a puddle jumper like this. This isn't even a ship. So they ended up calling them puddle jumpers.
Nice.
These like
Well,
ancient crafts
look
that had
like-
like drone weapons that you could fire by thinking, fire and track, and yeah, they called them puddle jumpers. So I guess like fruit bat and blinky seems to fit. But yeah, what do you think? Let's see what we can get for it. Decide from there. And also we should check in with the rest of the rebels because we could use it.
Didn't we send people
as-
away?
Yeah.
Split the party and the Emperor is off somewhere doing something.
Yeah, the Emperor and all those NPCs went back to Knotwood to start doing some rebellion stuff there. And technically, you all were meant to be going to the edge to see what's on the other side of the Great Barrier.
Yeah, that was a direction.
And depending on how things go, one of the things I was thinking about it that we could use Blinky for is like a singular kind of perfect way to like jump out from a stealth position. Although I guess, again, a cloaking device would do that. But if we could hollow it out and fit like more things inside it, it could be beneficial depending on what we're doing.
Yeah, we had a little
However-
fighter ship, didn't we?
But we do have a little fighter that we left
It's not
that we left
with
banked.
us. It's with the other.
It is not.
Yeah, okay.
It is
No, we left
floating
it.
in space.
Yes.
Right, because we hadn't taken care of the transponder.
Yeah, we called it the Mango.
Right. But if we
Yeah.
power it up, they'll definitely find the transponder.
When
We were
you
worried about
were, when you were at the space station, you were asking the blowback from your prison break, escape, and all that destruction. And the general consensus was that the Alliance is not really looking into it. There was a polite request to return the Emperor's ship, and that was it. So something is covering up the actual incidents that was going on there.
Oh, any chance we could turn on the news feed? I know they often and like we put on our decoder news feed with our decoder ring.
Yeah, are you looking for anything particular, or just you want to see what's going on?
Just try to get any clues as to how the rebellion's going. Like, are they having an impact on anything, or is it all scrubbed?
It's the rebellion's only been going on for a day or two. You haven't.
Yeah.
I'm checking
You
my
haven't really been
checking
doing
my
anything
stats
that much.
obsessively.
Yeah, the most of like you're seeing some news. Most of the news is about the APEP, which was the giant super spaceship.
I think the internet is giving some issues. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Are you here?
I think Devin's internet. Either he's really good at that game.
There we go.
Oh.
There you are.
Oh, hey. So I think we lost you, Dad.
Yes, so I was saying that the all of the props are just like news programs about the APEP, which was the giant super space ship that was recently destroyed by the Night Terrors. They're like talking about the crew. They're like listing like certain people and like letting like people know like how heroic they were or like how many tours of duty they've been doing. It's really like laying it on of like what a loss this is for the Alliance.
And to remind the crew of the goals that we had established, it was find proof of the night terrors, restoring Knotwood, contacting aliens, contacting alien allies, the Queen of the Chrysalids, potentially it says Wrathhead. I guess it is Wrathhead, isn't it? I thought I meant Wraithhead, but I guess it is Wrathhead in this universe, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wrath is spelled with a W or just an R?
R-A-T-H.
Because was it Wraithhead or did I misspell Wrath? Because
That's gotta
those
be
are
Wrath,
just the
right?
notes. Okay, so Queen of the Chrysalids. Oh wow, I spelled Chrysalids. I must have been really drunk when I wrote this. Wow.
Or writing
This
really
is
quick.
Yeah, actually, that's two things can be true. I'll fix that later. But those are the things: contact alien allies, restoring Knotwood, find proof of night terrors, pick up Mango. I've moved Mango into a list of like just assets. So I've got like Blinky as the ship devourer, and Mango as the fighter that we've got. So yeah, but it might be good to go to Tuck. We're down to 2 torpedoes, sorry. But it was nice to actually have them work.
Yeah, that was great.
This time.
They did make a big boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we should see how much we can get from Tuck and then go from there.
Okay. So you send a communique back to Tucker, letting him know what you have found, and he promises you that he will send a crew and give you a fair price. Wink.
You said the
No.
wink part
We
out
want to know
loud.
the price before. No, we want to know the price before we decide to give this up, because we can use this for a lot of things. This is very beneficial to us, so we want to know if what you are offering is actually worth us giving it up. 'Cause, otherwise,
I'll
it's
send
kind of a
out
cool
some
little
preliminary
hideout.
scan. Just a quick little taste of what he's looking at.
Perfect. That makes much more sense. Good night, my love. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, on the ship,
What button do I press?
Backhand's mute. There you go. So meanwhile on the ship, Tom is going to be talking to Philip Hopper and be like, "So, when I dropped, you dropped, right?"
Yeah.
Okay. How do I put this? I am super honored that of all the people in this dimension, that you could try to liaise with me and make into an ambassador for your visit. I am highly honored. But even in my own time, I was a little bit of what they called a screw up. My grandma used to call me an unlucky turd. I was voted multiple times as the most likely to die by the time they were 30. Isn't that ironic, right? You really might want to hitch your horse to a different wagon or something.
Well,
Yes.
I understand your concern, and these are valid. I will just say that, in a way, shape, or form, it's a way for me to also maybe look at your back and make sure that you're okay and that we're a team. And because I cannot work by myself, we have to be a team.
I'm gonna try to hug the phase hippo and go right on through. That's the nicest thing.
Like you hit the
Never said to
1d8
me.
phasing hug attack and you fail.
Oh dear God, the tears, they sting my eye wounds.
And
Don't worry
Macpac
about
just
that.
tries to console failing miserably because having no guile and just says, "Don't worry, Tom. If you die, Philip will just go take a shower."
Yeah, I
I-
can't do
I
anything
hope-
with sometimes.
I hope everybody can feel the same way. You,
But
Philip, you think of me when I die and you're in the shower. I need you to think about me. You promise.
In the shower, though?
and I'm
You
so-
promise you
I'm
will think
also
of me
a-
in the shower.
I'm a bit concerned about
Like this
your
one is not letting
grandmother.
your kids listen to it.
Because if your grandmother said that,
That
you were
ship
an
has said.
unlucky turd, then like how is it unlucky? It's unlucky to be a turd, or it's like a turd that is not lucky by herself, or because like lucky turd is not
She's
exactly
from an
better than an
older
unlucky turd.
generation, and she's been dead for like over 1,000 years now. So like,
And Macpac tries to say something again, but this time might actually succeed and say, "Anyone who said that you are unlucky and doomed to die before 30 is already dead." By how long?
I'm gonna high five you, and it's gonna hurt my hand.
A little bit. But I try to be kind.
I'm gonna go find a band-aid and maybe an eye patch. Ooh, Dante's locker.
Oh, Macpac can heal. Sorry, Peeps can apparently heal anything if they can get out of the replicator. But at the same time, yeah, what does Tuck say about scanning and hearing us banter?
So he's like, "All right, kids. Yeah, this is nice. I could probably get some guys out there to dismantle it. Take the scrap, take the pieces, take the ore, based on the size, based on the weight, and based on the location." And you hear like him like tapping on like the screen of a tricorder or something, doing calculations. And like cut something in the middleman. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I could probably do 25.
25,000.
Million?
25,000.
25,000.
Okay, I'm gonna mute the mic and turn to the others and be like, with inflation, I don't understand money from my time. So,
Oh,
is that a lot?
a cloaking
buy
device, I
anything with
think,
that.
is $9,000. Is about 9,000 or 10,000, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So like, right now we have 2,500, and that is the most amount of money that we've had so far. Is 2,583 in the group pot. So that is a lot of dosh. Yes. GM,
And
how
the
much
benefit
does
of
like,
a
yeah,
cloaking
a ship
device-
cost on average?
Oh, sorry. go
Say
ahead.
again.
How much does a ship cost on average?
I think it was 50,000.
Small ship.
Let me check. I think
I
it
have it.
was.
I've got it written down somewhere, but of course it's gonna be a long time before I open that document.
25.
I really feel.
You could buy your own
I
ship
really
for
feel
that.
like MacPack should have guile, because there's like things that I want to say, but I'm like, what am I gonna do? Say all of these things and then roll a d4?
I mean, you can say them.
Well, you can still say them. It's just no one will, care.
Yeah,
Or no one will
exactly.
believe you.
I should just have a probe to like stick into Tom every now and then. Like, roll your guile.
A teleport beacon is 9,000. The cloaking device is 9,000.
I'm
we can
wondering
use a
about the
cloaking
cost of a
device
ship
over and over
because this is like a solid mass of ships that is 4 times the size of the fruit bat. That is a lot of ships. That is a lot of resources.
I mean, some of it's filled with mimic guts.
Tuck
Yeah,
doesn't
but the
need
thing is
that.
that we don't have the resource nor the time to actually exploit everything in there. We are
I
in
know.
the time constraint. So.
But I'm wondering if we can get more because I'm just thinking, well, there are many ships in there. I'm wondering what the cost of a ship is to see like might be worth more than 25,000.
A basic ship is 5,000 plus 1d12 times 10. So let's say, so you could probably get a basic ship for 6,000 creds, which means the
Okay.
ship that you're getting for 25, you could buy 4 basic spaceships and
I think
have to change.
I'm gonna.
Based on that, I'm like, okay, well, so
That
I
sounds kinda
I
good.
feel like that's nice. It sounds good, but this is also something that can be used right now for us, where it can just like be a secret hiding base
But
that we could
it's a
tunnel
one and
out,
done.
make stuff.
One
He
and
doesn't-
done. As soon as
Tom,
they spot us
Tom,
coming
Tom,
out of this, I'm not on comms. I'm talking.
Backpack tries to inject the probe.
If Tom wants to roll guile, he
Try
can
to talk him up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk him up. Oh, you know what we're doing? We're doing good cop, bad cop. But I'm gonna fail so badly at being the other cop that it makes MacPack seem very reasonable. So here we go. That's a 6 plus 2 is 8.
In my case, I have a
saying, like,
4 in
we can
guile.
hide
I'm trying to
inside this
convince Tom to add the 3 extra wigs with it.
I'm gonna need a cop
3 wig with
holder.
purchase large wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tuck's like, oh yeah, you guys make a great point. So yeah, I can't go over 25. So if you want to find a salvage crew and you want to find someone who's willing to work for you on this short notice, and make sure that they get out there before some other ship kind of comes by and finds it, that's great. I really appreciate all the business you guys have been giving me these years.
C-Mac, you've made him mad.
And
Yeah, but at the same time, we still have, like, we can have our awesome fortress that we can do whatever we want with, and everybody else is just gonna kind of be missing out, you know? It is just, for us, it'll be great hiding spot, but it's a shame that we can't use these assets to, like, better the position for the entire rebellion, including our dear friend Tucker here.
I mean, it would really make a great mobile.
What about we
space
say 25?
You know what would be really great though is if we could get those resources and a cloaking device.
No. What I'm gonna is what I can suggest, maybe asking for free because
wigs? No, we're done with the wigs.
Yeah, the wigs are included.
Let's not
that's for
take the
sure.
wigs off the table yet.
But maybe just include the material that we use to neutralize it. So maybe like 1 or 2 extra torpedoes with the 25,000. It's not much, but it's just a little something that we could get more.
Well, let's try for the cloaking device thing first. Will GM will Tux do cloaking device plus 25?
I can give you 15 plus a cloaking device.
The cloaking device is less than 10,000.
Parts and labor.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say 25, and you patch us up.
And
25
you
plus
the
you repair
mango
us,
for us.
and you top. No, we can get the mango. Yeah, we'll scrub the mango, but also like we're looking for full proper repairs to our systems, and maybe some torps.
Ooh, we can throw in a bunch of gremlin bodies. Hey, that one's still alive.
Pew pew. All right, this is it. 25. I'll scrub your mango. I don't know what that means, but it sounds dirty and I love it.
That's what she said.
And I will give you 4 torps.
And repair us. Our systems.
Oh, come on! I'm trying to run a business here, man!
3 torps and you repair our systems.
Deal.
All right.
All right. 25. Mango scrubbed. 5 torps. Full systems repaired. Sweet. This
I'm
is
gonna have to wait till you're back in the area.
We'll come there as
Absolutely.
fast as the rope can hold.
I tried to update this. I tried to update it, and the spreadsheet just shit itself because it was value.
All right, so you tell Tucker the location of the mango and of the dead Blinky, and he will send some crews out there to deal with that. And then he will give you some money.
Boom.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Payday!
27,583 is our current, and yeah, we need. This is obviously time to buy some ship stuff. Cloaking device.
Definitely getting a cloaking device. Hondo. And we gotta learn how to use it. Can you see me now? Can you see me
Is
now?
there so with the cloaking device as a D4, is there a skill that you can tap in, or is there something that you can do to enhance that, or no?
So the cloaking device, I would have to read up about again. I do not remember what the rules were.
Okay.
I believe you need like a certain level of devices before you can use it. But then it's just like
Yeah,
use
I'm
an
good with
action.
that.
You turn it on, and then it's there.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll
Can you see me now?
You read it, maybe. Yeah, as long as we don't ask that on the comms when we're cloaked, Tom.
I'm just
Maybe
standing next to
Tom
it,
should stay
getting
away from the
excited.
communications button, just in case. A bit of a public service announcement in case this happens to you, so you don't do the same thing I did. One of the things that happened last week was, well, put it this way: if you get a call from someone, even if it shows up as an authenticated valid number on your phone, where it says like Samsung validated in my case, as your bank, telling you that there's a fraud attempt
believe it.
on your account, hang up, say thank you, hang up, and call your bank. Even if they say don't do that because the hackers have you, hang up and call your bank. Don't do what I did. Yeah, I was on the phone with them for like 2 hours.
Ooh.
And then unscrambling that egg is such a pain in the butt.
And I'm pretty sure that's where I got sick, was going to the bank to solve that. But the net result was they were really, really good. The people there were like, they clearly worked at a call. They worked at a call center
on the phone.
Not only did they work at a call center, they called from from a number that came across as authenticated, and the number that it represented was the actual phone number that I recognized
really
as
slippery.
TD.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yikes.
it showed up as TD Visa at 1-800-983-8472, which is the number that I have used TD Visa for like over 20 years now. So that's why and I've had calls from them before when there was fraudulent attempts on my account.
Yeah.
So,
that's tricky stuff.
Yeah. And not only that, wherever they are, the accent is the same between the legit call center and the fake one.
Well, that's fair. It might be the same call center. Let's be honest.
I won't go that far, but they did get access to. They followed procedures very well. I take refresher training. I work for a financial company. I take refresher training on anti-fraud, and they got past me. But they did do enough to like raise some red flags in my head, so that the moment that I was done, I immediately called the bank and I said, I had these calls. These were the names that they gave me. These were the operator IDs that they gave me when I asked for it. I need you to tell me whether this was legitimate. And it's like, no, we would never give you our operator IDs. And it's okay, lock all of my accounts down now, please.
Yeah, no kidding.
And
yeah,
they did. They succeeded in transferring all but $34 from my savings account.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they succeeded in transferring all but $34 from my savings account to my checking account. That is all that they were able to do.
Yeah.
So I transferred it all
watch yourself,
back,
folks, because they're
Yeah.
scheming. They're
I did not
schemings.
get. They did not get any money, but
That's key.
so just know, like, if that happens, it doesn't matter. Just hang up, call them back directly, because they can't. Like, that is a lot more difficult to do. It's a lot more difficult to hack your phone to make you call them than it is to spoof their number to call you.
Yeah.
And in the end, like, it was really easy to lock it down. The moment I actually said do that, they said okay, and they just did it. To unlock it, I had to go to a branch, obviously, but it was just the quickest thing to do, and no financial loss. Although I have been sick for a week, so that kind of averages out.
Yeah, before we get into sharing our PIN numbers and stuff, the paranoia meter in me is we're just gonna sit around, think about me in the shower, and talk about our PIN numbers. I'm guessing our game is done for now. We're gonna get the cash payday.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
that's why I transitioned. I thought we were
I
were
figured as
done
much too.
cash, and that would be sorted in commentary.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess that's it for now, but we're hoping to come back. Hey, we got some funds to help fund the rebellion. Thanks for the game, Devin. That was fun. It's been a
It
long
was a lot
time.
of fun. It was nice to get back on it.
Absolutely.
I will try to be more Kirk next time and shoot first.
Yeah.
So next time I will make sure that it is something you can talk to, and you'll just blow your chances.
Absolutely.
I didn't know. I knew we were on the Emperor's ship, and for all I knew, this could have been like an asteroid that the Emperor like had as a, base, because you kept talking about how there was just lots of resources that would be great to repair our ship, and I thought, well, maybe we should land on it. And then, once it's starting to attack us, like, well, maybe it's just like a little space puppy.
Yeah, maybe they wanted to share us the latest video on Rickroll or something.
Hey, if we were able to make friends with that thing somehow, that would have just been the perfect one-off, because like it would have like helped put us. We would like, hey, carry us inside your mouth, and it would be like, yay, chase it. It would be like the puppy Blinky chasing, like carrying the ball and like spitting it out, and like, you go, people.
Yeah. Oh well.
It could have gone either way
this time. But hey,
Devin's mind is too creative for me to be able to predict all the time.
We can't stay ahead of Devin. We know this. It's all good.
And when we tried to kill everything the last game, we ended up being the bad guys. So I'm extra cautious this time.
Now he's like, they're gonna murder Hobo. I'll put some nonsense in front of them they can't talk our way out of. All right. Well, thanks very much.
But that was really fun.
Yeah, and internet, you know how to find us. If you don't, well, come check it out. And the credits are playing for all the Creative Commons music that we use. And thanks very much. You can catch us on all the podcast places, YouTube, and live on Twitch on most Thursdays. Unless, the illness comes for us all. All right. Have yourself a great night, and we will see you soon.
At all.
Bye.